Radio. LCCCradio.com. LCCCradio.com. The Dog.
You're listening to two guys talk about big sweaty men in tights. Darren and Al on In the Square Circle on the Duck.
What does everybody want?
All right, welcome back to In the Squared Circle. Al Wayne with Darren the Dish Davenport.
Yo.
All right, on the phone live, special guest. It is legendary hardcore WWE superstar, leader of the Job Squad, head cheese, and head trainer on Tough Enough for 3 seasons on MTV. It is Al Snow. Al, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
One second. I'm getting feedback because our computer is poo today. There we go. Okay, now we can go.
Okay.
How are you today?
I'm doing very good. How are you?
We are hanging in. Man, I am thrilled to talk to you. This is you have been one of my favorite performers ever since like the beginning of the Attitude Era. I'm punchy today.
I appreciate that. You know, if people didn't enjoy what I was doing, I wouldn't have a job. So, it means a whole lot to me that people actually enjoyed what I did.
So now, back when they were doing the whole Attitude Era, and they brought you in, and how much wiggle room did they give you to come up with your own ideas, such as for like head and the help me on the forehead and Job Squad and all of that?
All that stuff were my ideas. I came up with some of it prior to leaving WWF the first time.
Okay.
And some of it prior to me coming back the second time. And the Job Squad and all of that kind of thing, Vince Russo decided he wanted to use it. It was never my idea to use it. It started as a joke, kind of a smart aleck comment.
Regarding jobbers?
What's that?
Regarding jobbers?
No, not regarding jobbers.
Okay.
Everybody thinks that, but it wasn't. It had nothing to do with the guys in the Job Squad being jobbers, because they weren't. A jobber, a guy who simply goes to TV and does nothing but put the other talent over. He never gets put over, they never utilize him in any other way, and he never works the loop, the house shows, the arenas, etc.
Exactly.
Yep. And none of the guys in the Job Squad were actually jobbers. I mean, people look at what a jobber, for sure. About Hollywood. They did lose the majority of the time, but the Job Squad was a reminder to guys who won, but they weren't really winning. It wasn't about the guy losing. It was about the guy winning, thinking that he really actually won a match. And the Timmy Faney and statements like that were kind of a smart-ass, backhanded reminder that if you want to beat me, that's fine. Pay me enough money and I'll let you beat me. If I can pay me enough money, I'll let anybody. It really doesn't matter, because if you're not really winning, and guess what? I'm not really losing.
Now, you were front and center when they WWE ran its string with the Hardcore Championship, and you were Hardcore Champ several times. Some of those matches, I'll tell you what, one of my favorite hardcore matches happened actually in Cleveland with you and Road Dogg Jesse James outside of what was then called Gund Arena in the snow.
Oh, we were outside in the street, yeah.
Yeah, and it was like January.
Oh my God, yeah. Every time I had one of those matches, they wanted me to go outside and okay. And the first time just happened by accident. The first time in Worcester, Massachusetts, with me and Road Dogg, completely happened by accident. simply getting knocked through the door.
Okay.
And then after that, then it was every time I turned around and had a match, it was, hardcore matches. Oh yeah, we want you to go outside. And I'm like, oh God, okay.
So now, were those matches more fun or more miserable, given the fact that you end up going outside in the winter and?
Oh, all the matches were fun. I enjoyed every single match I've ever had. The opportunity to get to go to do, what I love to do in front of an audience. I mean, it sounds like a cop-out answer, but genuinely, that's how I feel. I mean, I really loved every match. I mean, there were some matches that, should go away that, I really care never to see or remember again. But, I got to do the thing that I've always wanted to do, and that was to get in the ring in front of an audience. So, how's that amazing?
And my favorite thing, what made me such a big fan of yours is that you always looked. I mean, there's some guys who look like I'm doing this and I have to do it and it's a job and I'm taking it way too seriously. You always looked like you were having fun.
Oh God, yeah.
When you had the European title and kept coming out dressed like different countries every week, see, it was fun to me. And the team up with you and Steve Blackman and Head Cheese, how did that come about? That was one of my favorite gimmicks ever.
Originally, they had an idea to, which I still would love to do, but didn't do it. Where I would tag, do like 6-man tags with other tag teams.
Okay.
A couple of weeks, and we were already in the midst of doing it. And then I would turn on, like Bob and Crash Holly. I would turn on. Actually, there were like 3 teams that turned on right in the middle of the match. I just went nuts and hit them with the head and, call it to the leagues or whatever, and just went off. And because I was crazy. And, they had suggested that eventually that all of the teams that I turned on would come back and jump. Beat the crap out. And I would come back with an army of evil midgets. I was like, oh God, yeah, Jesus, that'd be fantastic. God, I can't wait. And not a group, not a bunch, not a dozen, but a swarm.
Like Godfather's Hose, just midgets?
Oh, no. Small little midgets. Dressed head to toe in black, all dressed alike, would swarm the ring, and attack you. It'd be like the modern day Hydra, 10 more would take their place. They just keep coming. They'd overwhelm you by sheer numbers. They're like a horde of locusts. Vince said no.
Oh.
Which, to this day, I really, really wanted to do that. And said no, and so I said, why don't you put me with Steve Blackman, and I'll make his not having a personality valid. Everything will be centered around me trying to give him some kind of sense of humor and personality, and we'll base everything off of that.
That was so good.
The stuff we did outside the ring worked so well that, it was some of the best stuff I ever did outside the ring.
And during that time, there was also some of the stuff where some of the segments that were the highest rated ones on Raw, because they were so. My favorite is when you took them to the retirement home to do stand-up comedy, and he wanted to hit the old lady with the nunchucks.
Yeah, it kind of developed into a thing where he was always killing people that I was, bringing into the picture, which kind of developed its own little thing, which was funny. And I really enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. The only problem was, in the ring, we were on 2 separate pages.
Oh.
Just never really clicked.
Now, have you considered pitching the Ninja Midgets? Now, with the popularity of Hornswoggle right now, do you think Vince might be more open to it?
I don't know. That's tough to say. I mean, I don't work for WWE anymore, so.